Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction. Lance with Dustin and Brie here for episode 12 in the season finale of The Summer Hikaru Died. Yeah, season finale because I have just got word a little while ago that season 2 was confirmed. I'm not shocked. No one should be
Mm-mm.
shocked.
Yeah.
This is a very good show, a very popular IP, and Netflix generally, if they get some good traction on a show, will almost certainly, almost automatically renew stuff. Not all the time, but most of the time. But I digress. Let's see what we get for the season finale here. Is he practicing how to say goodbye?
Mm.
Yeah, he is.
I love the little Tykes toy.
Where I used to be.
Mm.
Oh, and it's the Shonen Jump things. Jesus Christ, kids.
Dang.
That's insane.
I mean, it's like summer break, but damn. Ah-chan's been depressed, huh? You don't say. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe she saw something, I don't know, a little odd.
Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like he's obviously doing a final tour.
I'm worried she's gonna run into him.
Well, yeah, I think she's purposely doing that. She wants to talk to him.
I don't feel like this is gonna end well.
No, she might be able to convince him to stay. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna say shit.
Mm.
Mm.
See, the problem is he could be telling the truth, and I think he might be, but he also could be wrong.
The thing is, if he's telling the truth, though, the thing is, all of the practices that went into
And if I
it could still have.
succeed, actually, I think he's actually serious now. Underlying cause, so Nanuki-sama isn't the cause of all of this.
Hmm.
And if I see the villagers can't avoid being wiped out.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Like all the practices that went into this, like the protection going up to the mountain, that still could have fed into something
Yeah.
Well, it got fed in from the
or
fucking.
created something, depending.
It all got fed in from history, right?
Yeah.
Folklore history, shit like that. It passes down generation. There it is. We knew she figured it out.
Well,
Mhm.
And the real question is, will he lash out?
that's what I'm scared of.
But also, I think she could convince him to stay, or at least whatever she.
Yeah.
If this is more positive, I love the curtain thing. Totally normal reaction, honestly.
I was gonna say it doesn't help that she was technically attacked by him before she
There it
found
is.
out or was told.
There it is. I still can't bring myself to hate the new Hikaru. Can you fix it?
Yeah.
There you go. Apology,
No.
else. Again.
Yeah.
Negative Ghost Rider.
No.
No.
Yeah, he's literally. If he were to leave the body would just go away and decay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She never got a chance to process this, like Yoshiki did.
Yeah.
Yoshiki's had the entire season to process Hikaru's actual death.
Yeah.
Wipe the tear away. Good move.
Ooh.
That's also a terrible thing to do to her since she's mourning Hikaru here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm, I don't know about that, Chief. I think he'd be suffering even more so.
I would say I think he'd be worse off. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we've been saying since the beginning, it does mess with them seeing him there and knowing he's dead. But also, I do feel like old boy would have been in a terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he could have maybe eventually got out of it, but he probably would have left the village, or he wasn't the greatest mentally stable person
Mm,
either at that point. He was going through some shit and then finding out his best friend died.
yeah.
Seeing his best friend die, right? Doesn't phase me anymore. Yeah,
Mm.
that Mark getting worse though.
Yeah, that's looking
Hmm.
rough.
I did stab you though, so we're even.
Oh, yeah.
That background looks almost real. I
I
Yeah.
think it
think it
is.
is, yeah.
Yeah, it might be actually.
Because I know the ending is like this too. It's like partially real photos.
Yeah,
Somewhere that
that's
ain't
real.
here. Somewhere that ain't here. Wow. The way he's holding that thing.
Right.
Why not deflate it?
Oh, there you go,
'Cause he
Bree.
wants to hug it.
There we go.
I kind of felt bad for the giant salamander. Oh.
Damn.
Look, I'm saying it is cute. I'm just saying there's easy ways to carry this.
Yeah, she made friends to go to the pool with. Good for her.
Yeah.
Leave that poor kitty alone.
Mm,
Oh.
yeah, exactly.
Oh.
You just learned cats get a cat.
I was gonna say Dustin is a cat owner. He knows better.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell before they really get upset to let them go.
Yeah,
Well,
Lazara's cat
especially
you could
some
probably do
random
it with.
or
Mhm.
some random cat you just grabbed off the street. Not a good idea.
Oh, yeah, no.
I want to see it at least once, huh? Interesting. Okay. Why are you following them, my dude? Maybe to tell
He's
us what
coming
the
to kill
plan
them.
is? No, I think he wants their help.
That's true.
Because he could have killed Hikaru
Yeah.
after he chopped his head off. And he said, I got
He
other
also could have.
plans.
He also could have told the villagers about him.
And he didn't. Said he's all a big mistake.
Mm.
Hmm?
Oh.
It's time to go, Hikaru.
Oh, Jesus.
What in the Jungle Book?
Yoshiki?
Yeah, what the hell?
Just now, I what? Yeah, that means you can leave? Question mark. Don't leave, buddy. Don't do it.
I was gonna say I don't like the way you're changing the subject.
Mm. I mean,
Dang.
I granted his request. Got a point, actually. I just realized that. There it is. I felt like this was probably going to end with him leaving. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to feel about that, buddy? Not great.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they're so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool ass shit.
俺が山に戻ればさ、化け物はおらんくなって、お前は光の死を受け入れて、
Mm.
人として生きていくんや。めでたし。
See, the happily.
Yeah, the happily ever after is the problem there because I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. This is the most emotion really we see out of Yoshiki.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Mhm.
anger wise.
わからん。ほら、結局具体的なことは決まっとらんや。そんな無計画な話に乗れんわ。でも、それしかうっせないやろ。
No, the current plan is still a plan.
そんなことまで覚えんでもええわ。
Yeah, be selfish.
涼しいままで俺はさ、やめてください。
Someone's about to have a crash
Mm.
out.
Really though.
This music
But
isn't
listen,
helping.
he can't stay here. The requests for a head might start again.
Damn.
I was like, and then he's gonna be whining that people are dying.
Aw.
Oh.
この気持ちは恋でも友情でもないんやろな。きっと人間のどの感情ともちゃう。それでもさ、やからこいつが救われてほしいって。
Hmm.
お前とおると俺も救われるから。
Yeah.
This preconceived notions he's had.
ただのエゴやん。
Yeah.
俺は光のため、村のためって責任転嫁して。
You also just didn't want your friend to leave.
結局
I was gonna say you still lost somebody.
よしき。今までありがとうな。
Mm.
違う。代わりとかちゃう。お前諦めとるだけやろ。前向きにとか今さら押し付けてくんな。光の選択は何も間違ってない。
Wow, that's creepy, but also looks really well.
俺とは違う。本物の化け物なんやから。俺やって帰りたないわ。
Salty.
I thought he was gonna hit his head on a rock or something.
Oh.
This harkens back to that one scene we saw where they fought over the bird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing Tanaka sitting in the background. Yeah.
Somebody is.
I think he is.
This man's like, I got
he
my...
even found a bench.
Ma'am.
I found my telenovelas.
Yeah, he's watching his favorite BL play out.
Damn.
Nobody finds out who I truly am. Yeah.
Oops.
There you go.
Mm.
The transition of him saying what he's really feeling at the very
Yeah.
end, finally breaking
Mhm.
down that fucking wall. Aw. Not what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I told you the truth.
I don't want to ruin the moment, but this angle is sus.
Did you guys see?
Yeah, everyone get that.
Not
That's for
a
your sister.
salamander.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, no, seriously though, that's for your sister.
Yeah, that's.
Are you really gonna do this to us? Yes, you are.
Yep.
I
Dang,
think
that was
no.
it. Oh, I
I
was
like
God.
Tanaka's right fucking there.
I don't think we're gonna get to see him, but no.
Is he still there? Jesus.
Probably is. He's got
He got nothing else to do.
He's got to let it play out. He even brought the
guess so.
salamander back.
Oh my God, he grabbed the salamander.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's the stinger for season 2.
Damn.
But
Damn.
Yeah, so uh where do I start? I guess the end. Yeah.
Mm,
Obviously it had been on his mind, Hikaru's mind to go back to the mountain for the longest time, especially after last
mhm,
episode, attacking old girl. Um, so him at least having this moment with her and her almost forgiving pretty much forgiving him, but her really realizing that Hikaru is dead. I thought maybe her words would calm him down not to go, but obviously it just made him want to go more because he's right. These people here don't know Hikaru was dead, and so they have had a chance to properly grieve. And so
yeah.
obviously, as somebody who cares for Yoshiki, he even said, "I love you." I'm not sure romantic. I'm not sure friendly. I'm not even sure what human emotions are. He was like, "This is best for Yoshiki and everyone involved." Granted, like we said before, Yoshiki was not in the great, mental stability anyway, mental health
Mhm.
at,
Yeah.
during Hikaru's whole death. Him dying might have either sent him over the edge to a certain situation, or it maybe he could have gotten over it, possibly, but I don't think he would have because he wouldn't have had the he wouldn't have the availability to get himself out of that hole. I don't think he didn't have anybody he could
Yeah.
confide in, like you could
Yeah.
even with Hikaru being a fake. He was able to at least falsely keep thinking that this was Hikaru, even though he knew it wasn't. Um,
Yeah.
and there's no way that he would have the growth that he had at the end of this episode. At the end of this episode, he had some tremendous growth of finally dropping this mask he's been wearing
Yeah.
to say, no, this is to say what he really fucking feels. Like, fuck this, fuck that, like, stay, all that stuff. That was a
Yeah.
great transition, too, with the whole thing, with his whole persona thing, and then transitioning to his own words, what he was mentally thinking and saying inside himself, and then saying it out loud. Um, and yeah, obviously, those emotions were going to reach Hikaru there to make him want to be like, oh shit, okay. And then Tanaka just popcorning in the background.
No, for real.
I
uh,
I
Go
keep
on.
forgetting because in my brain I see him carrying that, and I know it's the hamster and it's a hamster cage. I know that, but in my brain I'm like, it's a briefcase, and then every time we get like a wide shot of it, I'm like, it's a hamster. I keep forgetting it's a fucking
Yep,
hamster.
just
Like,
carrying it around.
It's Hamtaro. Leave him alone, man.
Damn.
Hamtaro had to get a job. Obviously, it's tied into him. I mean, the hamster's always been something for him to. Yeah, exactly. See, you have one too.
Uh,
Uh, it's what he uses to sense supernatural things, right? And SCPs, whatever you want to call them, this impurities,
yeah,
yada yada yada. But because we know he's blind, which that was a fucking reveal, literally, that he's actually blind
yeah.
without the sunglasses. So, plus, once again, the show hasn't given us a male yet who can identify supernatural stuff, and I think that's purposefully that
hmm,
way, right? So
Mhm.
we've only had our classmate and the other woman. I forget her name. Hopefully, nothing happened to her. And that woman that met her at the apartment last episode was like her daughter or something.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
yeah,
a and not the company. It'd be weird if that was the company
Mm,
that Tanaka works for. Obviously, I think the Tanaka thing is super interesting because, like we've always been saying, Tanaka could have killed Hikaru there. He had the sword. He cut his head off. If he wanted to finish the job, he could have finished the job easily.
mhm.
yeah,
But now he's covering for him because he wants his help, obviously, because he says he has another goal amongst his actual goal, like the goal he's supposed to be there for the company, but he's got a goal underlying that. And him saying, no, it's not Nanuki. I'm on two minds. At first I was like, no, he's lying. The second time I was like, no, he could be right. Now I'm on the third back on the other side where I'm like, no, he could be telling the truth or not telling the truth. I don't
Yeah.
know. Because
yeah,
yeah, I totally forgot about the idea that he did or was trying to grant Hikaru's wish. And he was
Mhm.
like, "Hey, you wanna try me with a granting of a wish there, buddy?" So, it's like, there's enough to be like, it still could be Nanuki, or Tanaka could be right, and it's actually not Nanuki, or he was
mm,
just lying to cover for Nanuki so he can use Nanuki. It's all over the place, right? I could
Yeah.
see any scenario with that, which is actually a really good story beat in my mind, because obviously he wants his help for something, and that's the big turning point of the series probably, um, especially now that Hikaru's decided he's staying here. Um
yeah,
But, he's also saying, yeah, this in my mind, this could be Nanuki, but like we've always kind of been saying, there is something else that's causing these impurities. It's just not Nanuki. There's something else underlying, like he said, or working alongside, or something that's happening because of this village's past,
Yeah.
you know? And like I said, Hikaru doesn't have the memories. Could be a whole bunch of things, which I really love about this series as a whole. Um, Y'all have anything else for this episode in particular?
I mean, just um, what's its face? Uh, Dang it, I lost it. I had
Who?
it and I lost it. It's gone.
Mhm.
Who are you talking
It's
about?
gone.
No, I definitely want to know more of what was said between Hikaru and old girl and all that, and what exactly he told her like about returning to the mountain or anything like that.
I feel like he didn't tell her he was doing that. Feel like it was more like
Yeah,
they said her piece. She was crying. He was giving her times to emotionally get through that. He probably just
yeah,
let her do that, and then they just parted ways. I don't think he told her I was
yeah.
leaving, like, "Oh, I'm leaving." I think he just was there to comfort her. Um,
Because even she said like even though he's an imposter, he's not Hikaru.
I
Like
can't.
she can't bring herself to hate him.
Yeah, exactly. Even with the
So,
even after she was attacked, you know,
hmm,
like,
Yeah.
Can you fix my hearing, by the way?"
Yeah, for
Uh,
real.
right?
Oh
can I
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The freaking I wonder if old boy needs like Hikaru to like just be his full self and not his like stifled self, like for what he needs done.
maybe.
Mm,
That's an interesting idea, at least, because, like I said, he wants him, he needs him for some reason. Or he
Yeah, I
realizes
mean
this
it's
is
like
the key, and maybe he's got information, and he can get information with those 2 to combine their forces and figure this out.
mhm.
Um,
hmm,
Very interesting. Um, Love the directing once again from this episode. Fantastic. Um, all the shots, the composition, even the use of the real world was so interesting there. Because you could make that super
yeah,
cheesy, but I didn't feel like it was cheesy at all. It worked so well.
Mm-mm.
Plus,
no,
it was part of the
Yeah, for real.
ED, which means they had that shit ready for the ED, which is great.
Yeah.
yep,
But overall, fantastic series, fantastic show. I
Mhm.
love everything about it. Mystery was fantastic. The supernatural horror elements were great. I wish we had a little more of that, but we got a lot of it. But like some of the monster stuff, we got quite a bit of it. But I wanted a little
Yeah.
more, honestly. Um, but it still was really good. It's one of the better horror animes we've gotten, and there's
yeah,
not a lot. So,
No, it's
and
not a
there's
lot.
not a lot of good ones either. There's some classic good ones, but for modern times, not a whole bunch, right?
not
So,
really. Yeah,
um, obviously, I like the characters. Yoshiki's a great character in my eyes. Just him dealing with his best friend's death. Obviously, his underlying feelings of said best friend, his underlying issues of his sexuality in a village that is very, very, very conservative slash doesn't like anybody different, as we saw
Oh yeah.
through that
yeah,
one, scene there. And just his like his moving forward, stepping back stuff with like, oh, it's not Hikaru. I know it's not Hikaru, but secretly like he knows it's not Hikaru, but he still thinks it's Hikaru's. And it's hard when somebody's
yeah,
face is your best friend's. Um, and he's kept saying, even after the stabbing incident, like, yeah, like you're not Hikaru, but like we got here at the very end, he really is saying, like, no, you are not. I like you differently than other Hikaru. Not in that
yeah,
romantic way, because we made that line pretty clear, but he
Hmm.
still sees this new Hikaru as a good friend, as somebody he should be there for because this person or this entity is in a bad situation right now and trying to figure out what's going on. So I really like his growth as a whole. Little tidbit with the family stuff too. This family kind of growing a little closer together. It looks like just a little bit, actually
Hmm.
having
yeah,
breakfast with each other, especially after maybe the dad and the mom talked. Hopefully they did. Feels like they kind of did. His dad seemed happier there because his dad was
yeah,
also very sad and depressed after Hikaru's dad died. He's lost his best
Hmm.
friend.
yeah,
So it could have been a one-to-one parallel almost with Yoshiki there. Like his dad
hmm,
was going through some shit too. Um, so crazy. Uh, I think they did the job of new Hikaru, wherever this Nanuki, the entity, whatever he is, as somebody who's a fish out of water, doesn't know what a human being is. I
yeah,
like how he kept making mistakes by like, oh shit, this is the value of a human life. I don't know the
Yeah.
value.
hmm,
Life and death are the same thing to me, pretty much. Yada yada yada. I love the characterization like that as well. Even some of the side stuff with the characters, with the other classmates is fun. The little love story between old dude and the other classmate was interesting. But I think the best thing about the show is the directing is on point. Like I said, there's only I think one other show that is slightly better in my eyes, and that's just my personal opinion on directing. That's called The Night Season 2. But this is right there with it, in my opinion. Definitely one of the best
yeah,
directed shows this year, easily. Um, Fantastic on that front. Uh, the best thing this show has done better than any show this season and this year, except for maybe Clevitus, is sound design. The sound design was fantastic. Like
Hmm.
knowing when to cut the sound down, when to add the rain effects, the tension,
Hmm.
the atmosphere, it was fantastic. On that end, the sounds of summer, which I really hate,
Yeah.
but
Get
it
us.
works because this is a thing that takes place during the summer. I'd be really curious if, like, by the end of the series, if we're still in the summertime, or if we actually move to fall.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so weird.
I mean,
It's
you could
just, I
Yeah.
still,
mean, it makes sense because it's literally the summer Hikaru died. So the
yeah.
whole summer, that's the whole thing.
Well, it could just
Yeah.
be like you could still call it the summer he grew died. He's just like, yeah, that's the summer he grew died.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Then I
It's
get.
it's the story since then, basically.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the end of the series is obviously going to be Hikaru going, and that's the summer Hikaru died. Truly was our Jujutsu Kaisen. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, the whole Nanuki doesn't exist thing is really interesting, and I think the directing of and the storytelling of the mystery was really well done as well, because it's still
Hmm.
we have a lot of questions, and I was really expecting a terrible cliffhanger, but we didn't get it. We got a cliffhanger that was pretty bad, but I don't think it's we're close to some of the
That's not
worst I've
bad.
ever seen. It's a good enough one to be like, okay, cool. We know that they're gonna be together, and now that Tanaka's a point, it makes you wonder what's going to happen. You want to know what's going to happen, but you're also not completely cucked.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
um, I'm trying to think of anything else from this particular season. Yep, more questions and answers, of course, but we did get a lot of answers. The village being sus, that was like one of the underlying things throughout my notes I was looking at. I was like, yeah, the village is always sus, and yeah, murder village.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
the Indo family sin was interesting, of course, as well. But we just got to start evolving. I know the series is still ongoing, but I believe somebody had told me the last volume's about to go on sale. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. So we might, I mean, we should have enough for another season, but I don't know if that season would be the ending of the series or not. Someone let me know as well down in the comments about that. But I don't know. Overall, fantastic show. Y'all's final thoughts on this particular show as a whole.
Uh, Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It's like it started off hella strong with like their relationship because that was crazy. And I was like, I get it. He didn't realize what he was doing, but like it was so freaking hypersexual in the beginning. I was like, what? I was like, what's happening? I didn't expect this from this show. I just thought it was just gonna be like slight BL, but I was just like, he
Yeah.
went full hand into chest. I was like, this is crazy. And the descriptions of it were wild. I was like, this is insane.
I'd be curious
But I was
how it
like, the
was in the
horror elements
manga,
are good.
right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have been crazy.
I'd be curious
Yeah.
if
Oh
that's
yeah.
how it was in the manga. But like in the end, though, it's like, and the author has said this. People have quoted me this like all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a queer story, but it's not a love story, which totally makes sense after the episode with Yoshiki's like he kind of drew the lines like I don't feel like wait for you like I did originally. Hikaru,
Hmm.
If Hikaru didn't die, it would have been one.
maybe remember though Hikaru was still we weren't completely sure what his actual feelings were. He just didn't want his best friend to be alone or sad, right? There could have been
I
something
think it
there
would
in
have
Yeah.
the
went along
end,
with it.
huh?
I think it would have went
Maybe.
along with it.
Maybe. It would've been very interesting. An alternate telling or an alternate world. I'm sure the fanfics go crazy. I'm sure they're like
Mhm.
their
Oh yeah.
pens are
Oh
burning,
yeah.
writing in the quill of Lord of Mysteries to be like, "Ah."
Change it.
um,
Change the fate.
right? Grand order. Um, but yeah, so like, yeah, I 100% agree with you there. Um, but Bree, your final thoughts.
I mean, I'm always down for horror, suspense, anything like this. So, especially when we get a good show that like it just does everything right, like you said, whether
Mhm.
it's audio, visuals, whatever. This show is so good, and honestly, I want more. I want to know more. If it isn't Nanuki, like what is it? My brain's already thinking of stuff. I'm ready for the next season, honestly.
Yeah,
So, and I'm
yeah,
happy
definitely.
that Netflix greenlit it because like you said, most of the time, if they get the views, they'll do it. But there are those oddities, and it's sometimes you worry. So
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Once again, I've just heard this through the grapevine that I got it confirmed for season 2, so I'm not shocked, but I didn't double check that. So if it's wrong, I'm sure people
yeah,
will yell at me in the comments, or I'll make a pinned comment being like, "Nope, wrong." But I would be super shocked if we didn't get a season 2. It'd be super shocking.
yeah,
Um, yeah, but yeah, your points, everyone's points, I agree with. Definitely would be a contender for anime of the season for me, even in my top 10 of the year. It's
hmm,
just really hard with this current season being so damn good and stacked. It would definitely probably be a top fiver for me though. Probably not like
Yeah.
top 3
Yeah.
just because of the other shows cooking and like Hanako probably is my just because I love Hanako so much, but it's a different show. I digress. But you guys let us know your thoughts down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that's another show done on this channel. We'll go to the next one.
Mhm.
Laters.